Hey, what up, X Squad? That's like I said, that's what I'm gonna start calling. So it's another story time. This one is about the time I was at Venice Beach with my best friend, my brother, his son, and my cousin, and my best friend's cousin. Right? It was a shootout. Shit was crazy. This one happened. I can't remember exactly when it happened, but it was back. I want to say around about like 2011 or 2012. You know, you can actually go on YouTube and find the video also. But yeah, man, it started off as a normal day, because I used to take my brother with me to go hoop at Venice Beach every summer, and we go every weekend. So, the day started off normal and everything, we hooping and stuff. We was probably there for a good 2-3 hours already. And we was playing the game, and then some dudes, I think they were from Grape Street. Because as you know, the only people out here in South Central LA and stuff like that wear purple flags, they're normally from Grape Street, right? So they came to the courts because they want the hoop. I think it was at least like four of them, and they want the hoop. But we had told them, like, hey, yeah, y'all got next since nobody waiting. The game almost over. So it was like, they was like, all right, cool. And then, but before the game ended, I guess they decided to, go walk the boardwalk or whatever like that, right? But they were still around where the basketball courts were. And then, it was some other dudes. They was Bloods, because they had red flags. But it was only a couple of them. But, they were just walking by or whatever, and they had red rags, so that's how I knew that them niggas was Bloods and shit or whatever. And probably like 15 minutes go by, and then the game was over. Because when you play basketball at Venice Beach, nigga, them motherfucking games, you can be going to 11 playing a 3-on-3 or a 4-on-4, and the game is gonna last a good damn near 45 to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. Because them motherfuckers be complaining and shit like, bro, everything is a foul. And then they be wanting to fight. Like, you a tap a nigga on the wrist. And he be like, oh, foul. And, people don't respect that. Because, nigga, there ain't no foul because you got tapped on, nigga, a baby tap like this. Like, bro. And so that's what, the game took a long time. So the game was finally over. And, all of us, we were sitting on the bench that's right next to the basketball court. Right behind the hoop. And like, I'm standing up, and my cousin was standing next to me, my brother and my best friend and her cousin, because he used to talk to her cousin. So they were sitting down on the bench, and at the time, my brother's son, he was probably like I don't think he was between like 2 and 4 years old. And I'm standing I'm facing them. See, I hear this shit first. I know what a gun sound like because I got a bunch of them. I be shooting them and stuff. And all I hear is pow. I hear that shit. I look back. I'm like, and me personally, as soon as I heard that shit, because it was close. It was next to the basketball courts where we were at. Then I'm like, oh, I started running. Everybody on that was around there was like, why the fuck is he running? Y'all sit here, pow, 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 pow. Then all of a sudden, everybody want to run. Like, y'all niggas should have followed me. And then, so, before the last shot went off, I'm looking for my cousin. Because, he was he young at that time. He was younger than me. He was still in high school. So I'm looking for him. Like, we're sitting, the last shot went off. And if you guys know where the sandbox is, I still call it a sandbox. But if you guys been to Venice Beach, then you know where the sandbox is. That's like kind of off of the courts, but next to the basketball courts. Like, I walk backwards, and I tripped on the little wooden little platform thing that surrounds the sandbox, and I tripped and fell back like I ain't gonna lie. I felt like I failed. The way I felt was like so peacefully. Like you would have thought I got shot. And people running up to me, they're like, "You okay? You okay?" I'm like, they motherfuckers thought I got shot. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I just tripped. But where my cousin at? Turns out, my cousin, this motherfucker played like Superman and shit. He done grabbed my brother's son. And he took off running the opposite direction. But I'm like, how the hell did my brother run without grabbing his son? I'm like, God, come on, bro. Come on, man. But it turns out that those guys that we was about to play with, they were the ones that were involved in the shooting. I'm like, damn, I guess we dodged the bullet. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but on the boardwalk, they do have undercover police officers that are plain clothes that walk up and down the boardwalk. So they return. When they seen that, they just happened to be there, so they start shooting. And they hit one of them, and like here's the crazy part. So to fast forward a little bit, one guy got hit in the head, and like we went, this is what I don't understand. Why does everybody walk back to the scene after the shooting? Like everybody on the boardwalk and stuff, walking to it. Like, bro, these niggas just over here shooting and stuff. They still can't even find one of the suspects, and all y'all going over there. So what happened was one of the dudes, the one that got hit in the head, he ran off. So he ran to the back, like alley / street. If you been to Venice and know about Venice Beach, then you know what I'm talking about. So after probably 20 minutes, like, we all walked over there because we wanted to see. So they had everything taped off. So we was watching from a distance. And the crazy part is, like, the dude that got shot in the head, he's still alive. Like, he's alive. Like, he didn't look like he got hit, but, he leaking out the side of his head. And the ambulance get there. They weren't even, like, really rushing either. They were just, like, taking their time because I guess, they seen that the guy was just still normal. But if that was 20 minutes, they didn't take him to the hospital until I think a good 30 minutes after he got hit in the head. So then, the people that were doing the shooting, these dumbasses go hop on the bus. They ran off and then tried to hop on the bus, and then that's how they got caught. They got caught on the bus. Like, they had the helicopters over. And the reason why I know that is because when we finally left, we seen the bus, cause I parked, I'm cheap. I ain't about to be paying for no parking. I'm not paying $20 a park, nigga. So I parked for free a mile off. So we passed the bus and we seen them being handcuffed, taking off the bus and stuff like that. And then it turns out the next day, the dude that got shot in the head and died was actually my best friend's male cousin. I'm like, what the, like, this crazy. So he died in the hospital. And I'm just like, bro, Venice Beach, like, man, I'm like, man, y'all getting active up here at Venice like that? That was actually my first shootout I've ever been that close to, or, whatever. And I wasn't the one doing the shooting. Not saying I ever shot any, but I'm just saying. But that shit was crazy. I'm like, man, after that, I stopped going up there for a while. I'm like, bro, I ain't trying to get shot with no goddamn basketball game, my dude. But that's only the first story at Venice Beach, because I got another one I'm gonna tell you guys at another time. I was finna have to put the pause on this weird dude. Like, I don't know if that fool was on drugs or what, but it was all over a damn basketball game. Well, anyways, I'm gonna say that story for y'all for next time. But hey, like YG say, stay dangerous.